finish eating my dinner.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll start with you two. It's just qualifying moment anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a dry race as well.
Yep.
Alright, I'll be back. You all good now?
Yep. Good.
Sweet. Alright, I'll be back soon.
Okie dokie. Yes, sorry for the slight delay, we were just trying to flash something out. Work something out. So, Kunai's not here tonight, so I had to improvise a bit. So the change for tonight for tier 2, just for the hell of it, is it's on strict corner cut. After Conley won the championship anyway, we decided just to put onto, they voted for put onto strict corner cut for the rest of the season as like a trial for next season, so that's what we're doing. So I'm expecting to see penalties left, right and centre, but we'll see, might not be the case. They can surprise me, either in a good way or a bad way, so anyway, so far we've got a bunch of people set their laps, not everyone yet though, so we'll see how that goes for them. Actually, certain details on, don't I? Right, so everyone's so far, so the top cars are done medium and softs. So it depends what people feel like doing. I mean, I would expect most people will start on the soft tyres. But it's possible some may want to start on the medium tyres to do the medium hard strategy. But we'll see how many people opt to do what. It is quite easy to invalidate a lap around this track on strict corner cuts, so everyone's going to have to be extra aware of what they're doing. I dare say some of them have practiced for this for the last week or so. On one hope anyway. So after the first sort of round of qualifying, so far as Impulse on top, 16.4, C Carrot also 16.4, however on the harder, softer tyre, make that, and then, yep, he's just going out on the other tyre now. Then Keeper in third at the moment. The T-Mac at CK80 top 5. Ali and Skins still to set a lap. So we'll see what their sort of ultimate lap times are. In Tier 1 we had, I think, top 4 drivers in within 2/10 or something. And there was in the 15s, I believe. So we'll see what we can do here. I suspect they'll be a fair bit slower, but they'll be worrying about the track limits. But you never know. Skins now has a time on board of 16.6, puts him up to 4th. Just finishing a lap with CK. Don't want to do a Bottas and hit the wall there on the left. Crosses line 5th for him at the moment. So it's only Ali left to do a lap. So it looks like he's in starting 22nd now. By the looks of it, yep. Off he goes. First lap for him. Very long straight down to the first braking point. You really want to be careful to not mess up this braking point, because if you go too deep then it completely ruins your line for the next corner, so you're actually better off braking a tiny bit early if anything, to get a better exit onto this other straight, both of which have DRS in the race if you're within 1 second of the car in front. Tricky slow corners here. Careful for opening back up, but then with a wiggle. Which again, if you go offline, you lose heaps of time. He's kept it neat and tidy through there though. We're in the final corner. Fastest of all. 16 flat. Never mind. T-Mac replaces him in the top. The 15.9, first car into the 15s. So who else have we got on the flying lap? Impulse just started a new lap. It's a bit deep, it's okay. Do we have a band back?
We do.
Woohoo! Yes, T-Max the first car into the 15 so far. Nothing spectacular has happened as of yet.
Looks like Impulse is backed out of this lap.
Yeah, well, I think he went too deep into the first corner, so I assume he gave up because of that. But maybe not. See Carrot on lap now, still on the medium tyres, making a bit of a hash of that corner. I have to admit, I never really like these wiggles in this section of track, it just makes me go crazy.
Yeah, and they're not the easiest set of corners.
I think it's one of these things, if the car is perfectly balanced and you get the right line into it, stick to the right line, etc., and you've got the tyres to, get you around the corners, it's okay. But if you don't have that, it's just the car just it just understeers like a boat, and the more offline you go one way or the other, the worse it gets, and then you end up the last wiggle, you're just so far out.
Yeah,
it's a disaster. But at the same time, the other way is, if everything's perfect, you do actually potentially gain a lot of time as well from having, a good run. Shrimp just improved his lap time by 8/10, I said.
CK up into 7th place.
Yep. I mean, it is a bit of a small grid tonight. Conley is not here. for once. So maybe just taking a break. He's like, oh, I've won now. I can go on holiday. Take a back seat. I don't blame him.
Well, the fight's on for second today.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty close between those two at the moment. So they're both in the pit moment. Not sure who. I don't think anyone's on actually a lap.
CK on an outlap.
Yeah, and Red Panda now. Who's close to finishing their outlap? Well, CK is, so I guess let's go on board, see how he goes. Off we go.
Such a long straight this.
Yep. Okay, this must be like the second or third longest straight in the calendar, can't it?
It definitely feels like
because
it.
the thing is, there's Baku's the longest one.
China's pretty long.
Then Russia's quite long as well. This one is as well. I don't know.
Russia's not really that straight.
That is true. Okay, so if we can just the straight ones, I guess it's China, Baku, and Mexico. Maybe this is shorter than China. I'm not sure. It's difficult to tell. Anyway, let's see. Need to lift quite a bit to not go flying off there.
He's up by 2/10.
2.5 tenths up, so a clean lap so far, no respect. Just going to beat my quality time at this rate. Nice and tidy around the last corner as well.
Yeah.
Improves by 3.5 tenths.
Gets keeper.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Yep, he's on the lap. The Rainer is on the lap. See how he goes. He only needs less than a tenth to beat T-Mac at the moment. See how he goes. I suspect some of the lap times, it's possible people have been a bit conservative because of the straight corner cut, so they don't want to get the lap invalidated, I suspect.
Yeah.
So that's why maybe there's a bigger gap in the time is possible than usual. 2 tenths up. He's 2 tenths up. Oh, never mind. Red Panda goes and screws that up. 15.6 for Red Panda. Out of nowhere. Oh, Ali.
15.6.
Half a tenth off. He's backed off, so that's going to be his final lap. Has anyone else improved? Red Panda's coasting. Everyone's coasting. Is anyone?
Carrot's done his lap.
I'm trying to see if anyone's actually. Impulse is on a lap.
Two tenths up. And 2.5.
So far, so good. Bit of a cut. Last bit through the stadium. Past the wall where Bottas beansed it. Oh, and he backs off. Interesting.
Yes.
Hey.
His Red Panda
He was up
from the
on his
session.
time, so I'm not sure why didn't finish.
Maybe he invalidated.
Oh, it's supposed to be, yeah, but we can't see that on our end, can we? It's a bit weird it doesn't tell you. It tells you everything else, but it doesn't tell you when someone gets invalidated, which is a bit weird. Would be useful to know. Either way, it looks like maybe Shrimp might be the last one that's actually on a lap now, by the looks of it.
It's currently Red Panda on pole with a 15.6.
Yeah, quite a slender margin, not quite tier 1 slender margin, but still pretty slender. What was the tier 1 margin? Wasn't it like 0.0003?
It was, yeah, very, very
It's
close.
like, what? It's one of the closest we've had. Oh, I spy an alpha mirror end plates on the floor. Wow, 1.3 seconds. Woohoo! Millisecond. I guess that was his only clean lap he got in. Look at me, I've got the new coloured badge level as well.
So we have Red Panda on pole with a 15.632, followed by Shrimp and Ali rounding out the top 3. After that, you got Sea Carrot, T-Mac, Skins, Impulse, CK80 up in 8, and Keeper, Jacob, and Combat. So Combat will be the one with a free choice of tyre.
Doubt you'll start on the hard dose somehow. But you never know. I'm assuming Combat probably had an issue or something, because you wouldn't normally elect to do only hard tyre running quali. Either that or maybe he hadn't had any practice or something, I don't know. Then we get the usual fun weight.
Yep. I've also got Matt that joined the session late, so he'll be trundling around with a default setup.
And a random car probably.
Yep. As they start to ready up.
Go. Yep. At least they got this far this week.
Yep. Well, let's not speak too soon.
I suppose it's true. Okie dokie. I get to observe the formation lap. Details, do we want to do on the position change? Or tyres? Oh, let's have a look at tyres anyway.
Yeah, maybe have the tyres on, see what they're on.
That's interesting. So Matt is the only one on the hards.
Combat starting on the medium.
Yeah, but then there's also Skins and Impulse also starting on the medium in 6th and 7th, so we'll see how they go progress wise. Bit of a mix.
Shaping up to be a nice little race here.
Yeah, it could be quite tasty. Of course, Red Panda was leading the race last week in Japan, if we made a mistake which meant Connolly gobbled him up. So he'll be potentially seeking a bit of redemption for that. And he definitely seems to be on in shape for that.
Well, he's in the prime seat.
Always the best thing here though, but if you get a bad start, you'll just get mugged by everyone.
Yeah. Slipstream into turn 1.
Yeah, I mean it's like any ones like this, it's the same as like Russia and all those ones. If you get a bad start, you do go have a bad time.
Yep. And here they come. Starting to form up on the grid now.
It's also quite tight as well. The fares are left, there's a right and a left court turn right at the beginning. The first straight, that can cause often people to either go do some gardening or get squeezed. So we'll see how it goes. We've got the lights and a bit of lag as usual, and away we go. Nice sizable plume of smoke.
Cars moving all over the place.
Seems fairly tidy so far.
Yeah, looks like everyone's made it around so far.
Don't see any parts of cars flying around, so for behaving, or maybe being extra cautious. So that Red Panda's got a nice clean start.
Yeah, crucially able to hold that lead.
Yeah, looks like it's pretty quiet so far. Let's go down and see. So they've already got a bit of a buffer for a few cars. So the rest looks like.
T-Mac having a look at CK80 there and making a meal out of it.
T-Mac is all in last. He must have spun, I think. So he lost 7 positions. Yes, he is using a wheel for the first time. So we'll see how he goes. Down in last now.
Yep, down 7 places.
And also in his usual spot, that's for sure, but I guess he'll get used to it soon enough. It does usually take a few weeks to get used to a wheel anyway.
Yeah, the key is to stick with it. It doesn't take too long to pick it up, but the pace just comes to you.
Alfa Romeo versus Alfa Romeo. Keeper comes past. Easy enough. Now, I was just about to say how long until we get a penalty. I was literally 1 second away from saying that. Well,
lap 2 it seems. Impulse,
yep.
The man.
Okay, so not long. That's the answer to my question. I'm expecting it's going to draw. Jeez. I'm expecting it's not going to take very long for penalties to start coming down thick and fast. So we're going to have DRS enabled next lap, which is going to be interesting as well. Because there's pretty powerful DRS down this straight.
Yeah, even though there's the two DRS zones, there's only the one detection point, so
yeah,
they're all going to have to wait until they come around again.
Yeah, which is a bit weird because if you've already overtaken someone, you just get a second dose of DRS, which is a bit strange in a way, but I suppose. I suppose it's the same as Canada. Canada's got the same thing. I suppose towards the end of the lap. So Jacobs now caught burst, stayed with keeper.
Matt doing reasonably well with the default setup up into 9th.
Yeah, it's going to be quite painful some of those corners, I suspect, though. Let's see if he's done it. Let's see if he's done any practice.
CK80 all over his gearbox there.
Yeah, well, I suppose Matt is also on the hard tyres, which is way slower than what everyone else picked. So
Red Panda sets another fastest lap.
So he's our DRS. The Shrimp is our DRS Valley. So the top 3 all the same gap essentially. They're all out of DRS of each other. Actually, the top 5 cars are all out of DRS. So they're running wide, they're doing there. If you're not careful, then you get penalties for that. Plus I got one for doing that in the race, so assume they'll probably get one if not careful.
Keeper.
So speaking of which,
So Shrimp's pulled that gap back down to 7/10.
I'm wondering, so Panda's got heaps of ERS, so maybe I don't know. Maybe dawdling a bit. But DRS will help them stay close now though. Because every lap, as long as they're within or gives a bit deep, every lap that they're in DRS, they'll just drag them along with each other. So they've just pretty much taken off from everyone else. The 3-second gap to Skins. And a further 2. Looks like again Jacob and Keeper is the closest in-track battle at the moment again.
I've got a feeling those alphas, someone might need to step in there and someone to calm it down. They're both in the points at the moment.
Yeah, possibly. They're also in different tyres as well, so different strat, etc.
The top 3 here, all in DRS at the moment, as they come through the stadium section.
Yep. I'm not sure how close you have to be to get past, but I think you'd probably have to be within say like 4/10 or something for be close enough to get past with DRS. I think probably.
Yeah.
The Shrimp is all over him. Close enough.
Yeah. Ali's coming.
There's
Another time penalty for Keeper. That's his second one already.
It's much easier to overtake on the first, the main straight rather than the second DRS. It's a bit awkward, but it's not quite long enough for the DRS to really kick in. I find anyway. Just trying to stick with him through the S's. If he stays this close, he's definitely going to be within striking range, that's for sure. Sector 2 yellow flag.
C carrot down in 12. Maybe he pitted.
It's a 5/10 gap. Look how much faster DRS is. So try. Around the outside and gets it just about done, a bit messy, but it goes past. And Red Panda obviously had a bad exit, but he's already dropped down and Ali is all over him. Trying a bit of a crossback.
With that, Shrimp's already pulled a gap.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's maybe just Red Panda, maybe scruffy lap or struggling, maybe tyre wear should still be ample unless he... I didn't notice he just did one lap on those tyres. No, maybe it was a messy lap possibly, but he has dropped back and out of DRS at the moment.
All 3 of them now out of DRS.
Yeah.
As Red Panda comes into the pit.
So maybe his tyres were toast, or is he getting a new wing? No, he's not getting a new wing. Interesting. Impulse is following Skins, but he's got no ERS, so he was just using DRS to pull himself along.
Red Panda putting on the medium tyre. Looks like he's going to be going for the 2-stop.
Yep, so you're not going to make it last from here, that's for sure. I suppose a hard tyre, you...
Hard tyre would be a struggle from here.
And that's it.
Another.
Whoopsie.
These guys aren't careful. They're going to end up way down the grid.
Yeah, it's going to be funny. It's going to be like the person who has the least penalties is going to win at this rate. Not even joking. I think the game doesn't give you penalty, and if you just run wide on a corner, not even, you know, it's not even cutting it. It's if you just run a bit too much on the curb, it gives you a penalty. So
yeah.
Oh no, CK.
Oh,
We lost CK. Rip. So are we gonna get anything interesting, spicy, or we're just gonna get anything? No, nothing. Where's the safety car sign when you want it? Oh, T-Mac's done exactly the same.
oh no!
He did exactly the same.
Oh.
Same corner.
Oh no!
What a stitcher. Same lap, same corner.
You'd think that would bring out a safety car.
Surely. Doesn't look like it though. Everyone's still plodding along. Classic Codemasters.
Yep.
Interesting.
It's unfortunate there.
Yeah, I mean T-Mac obviously probably just lost it with his wheel. Possibly something to do with the tyres getting worn at this stage of the race, so a bit less control in them maybe, possibly.
Jacob with 3 seconds on.
And T-Mac has rage quit well, I don't know.
So Ali comes into the pits.
So he's going to be pitting, so I'm assuming he'll be doing a 1-stop.
No, he's put on the mediums. He's going to be going for the 2-stop.
So everyone's doing a 2-stop, which is interesting. So I would have assumed everyone would be doing a 1-stop by default. It's interesting. So he's coming back out in 8th. So Red Panda stopped as well. Oh, another penalty. Pepperoni, pepperoni. So we've had how many people have actually stopped now? Okay, so the top 6 have yet to stop still. So got a bit Dwight. So the biggest gain moment is Matt, who's gained 7 positions since the start.
Yeah, it's a good start from him.
Yep. And Jacob as well in combat. And
Shrimp, 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, that's a different penalty. It's easier to do in a way.
Was not even close to slowing that thing down.
And some mediums as well. So it looks like only the top 3 are going for the 1-stop from what it looks like, because they actually no combat as well. So they're the only ones who've actually got who've not stopped yet.
So Ali having a look here, a little bit too far back.
Everything done. Combat's all over Matt. It's getting pushed around a bit. Backs out. Wow, has he got another car? Oh, he's got. Oh, he had a red band behind him as well. And another penalty from Matt. Oh dear. It's penalty central.
Ah, yes, he's really struggling.
To be fair, I was kind of expecting this. Red Panda having a look and he gets past. The combat is probably going to have another yellow flag. Oh, he's got someone next to him.
Between the McLaren and the Mercedes. They both keep it on track.
Oh, he did Bottas. Oh dear. Jeez. Okay, that wasn't a good section for combat. Lost
He's definitely losing a lot of time.
Yeah, he lost 2 places in a heap of time as well.
It's a drag between the Renault and the McLaren. Who's going to come out on top? Looks like McLaren.
So far. So DRS train, they've all got DRS, so...
So all everyone here needs to do is get to the end and they're guaranteed a point.
Much. And especially with all the penalties dropping in front centre, it's going to be quite interesting to see where everyone finishes, because I'm pretty sure most cars have got at least 1 penalty by now. And it doesn't sound like a lot when you say 1 like 3-second penalty, but if either everyone has them or if you have several of them and they get sort of stacked on top of each other, if someone has like 15 seconds of penalties, that makes quite a big difference.
They do add up, definitely.
Keeper's out.
Keeper.
Yeah, dropping like flies.
And Combat's damaged. He's lost his plate.
Yellow flag sector 1, 2 and 3.
Just what, 2 and 3 now.
Just cut off a bit. Both got terrace. I think he was always going to get past just on the softer tyre. Another penalty. So in all of this, at the moment, Skins is leading the race.
He is.
Bearing in mind, him, Jacob and Impulse have not stopped yet. But at least they got nice, clean, fresh air, which is always good. So if they, I'm assuming, are doing the 1 stop because they're still out, they'll be wanting to get to probably lap 16, I think.
Yeah.
Before they'll want to potentially stop. I'm not sure if you could actually stretch it out to do medium soft or not, technically.
I think someone did it in the tier 1 race, I'm not sure.
But I was going to do it in the tier 1 race, but then I was starting around a bit too much. But I think theoretically it would be possible.
It's possible, I'm not sure if it's the fastest.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's doable, but it might not be viable. Skin's got 3 seconds to Jacob, and Jacob's got 3 seconds to Impulse, so... so Mikhail said he did tier 1. 70% wear at each end of stints, so that's useful to know. Skins into the pits. And Jacob got penalty for speeding. Nice.
Dear,
nice.
dear.
So they're all three in the front have stopped. Where are they gonna come out? Bear in mind they don't want to stop again, that's not too bad, they're in a fairly good position. So Matt still is the last car who has not pitted yet. Still trundling on the hard tyres. In the Red Bull.
Yep. It's doing alright. Pace isn't too bad.
Yeah. The car seems to go around the corners decently, given the default setup and all that.
Yeah.
So if he hasn't pitted yet, he'll be probably pitting was it like 18 or 20 to change to the medium tyres, I assume, something like that. Probably.
Yeah.
Round about there. So 4 or 5 laps. So what could potentially help him is if there was like a safety car or something around now, that would help him out. Bit of a cut.
As he gets a 3-second time penalty.
Rip.
So he's got a couple now. Impulse has got a couple. I think Shrimp's got a couple. Ali, I don't think's got any. Skins has got one. Sea Carrot.
I'll tell you what we'll do is, when it's halfway mark in the race in 2 laps, we can have a look at the race director and have a chuckle. So he seems to be keeping the gap relative on another penalty.
He's gonna do himself out of a lot of points here. As Combat gets a time penalty.
Lil. So Shrimp is closed up to Red Panda. He's in DRS just. He's actually caught up quite a lot.
Yeah.
So maybe, I mean, Red Panda, we saw that at the beginning, he started strong on his first set of tyres, but he sort of faded a bit. So the second half of it, so it's possible maybe his setup doesn't suit like 1 tyres or something maybe. So he seems to be struggling a bit now. Shrimp does seem to be faster, but also has more penalties, so...
Well, Red Panda is on 9 lap old tyres, where Shrimp's on 6. 6 lap old.
Yeah, it's not that big a difference, they're the same compound. You thought, but it's either that or no, they both got full ERS, so it does just look like Shrimp is faster at this stage. DRS wide open again, zooming down the straight. And Ali sitting 3.5 seconds behind him. I'm not sure if he's got a penalty. He might possibly be the only one who hasn't got a penalty so far. Possibly.
All the McLaren having a look up the inside, getting very close to the back of Red Panda there.
Oh, this is going to be spicy. 4 of them next to each other. Ooh. Spicy. And they managed to get around there in one piece, I'm surprised. There's a good little tussle there though. Dare say it's going to be the same in the next round, the next lap. The looks of it. Paul's trying to get past Matt. So Matt's obviously on the older tyres now, maybe starting to feel the wear, possibly. Be a DRS train.
Oh, this is going to be spicy.
Red Panda's got shrimp again. Looks like.
Yeah.
Jacob inside skins his gearbox. Careful. Around the corner and a bit of a contact, but doesn't seem to have done too much.
Well, they've hooked onto each other.
Yeah. At least they hadn't actually glued themselves, but they almost did. So out of all that, Impulse has gained 1 spot so far. And Matt's doing well to hang on to this bunch. Rip. Let's have a quick look and interest to see what the penalties this is. How do we know how many penalties people got? Do we just go...
Just look in the race director.
So...
Oh no! Skins. He's lost it. He's spun it. I'm not sure if there was contact, but...
Did I miss something interesting?
And he has
Rage quit.
left. That's unfortunate there.
Oh well. So he's out of it.
Yep.
So the Impulse Jacob Matt.
Yeah, the gap so far.
Yeah, seems to
little
have calmed down a tiny bit. So out the front, Shrimp and Panda still fighting it out. And Ali is slowly just sitting there.
Is there or thereabouts.
Yeah, I mean, with that many penalties dropping left, right, centre, it's going to be kind of irrelevant. If you're really, really close to someone at this stage, by the looks of it.
Well, I think Red Panda might have one.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely know Shrimp definitely has at least 3 or 4. Red Panda...
So at the moment, effectively, Ali's the race leader.
I do believe so. After that, I have no idea though. It might be like Ali, Red Panda, then Shrimp, Impulse, blah blah blah. I'm not sure really. It's difficult to tell when there's so many penalties left, right, centre.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of them all.
Yeah. Well, it does seem to quieten down a bit, so maybe everyone's realised that they're getting so many penalties it's a bit of a joke, and then they're trying to maybe be a bit more careful possibly.
Maybe Jeff's come over the radio and told them they're under investigation.
It's highly likely. And another round for DRS again. I think it's a bit further away though. You're going to see how powerful the DRS is because it just catches really quickly.
Yeah.
It was too deep there. And a bit wide there. And then cuts down one and gets penalty for his trouble. Nice!
Oh mate, what are you doing?
Getting penalties, that's what he's doing.
You'll lose out to Impulse. Are we already?
That's
Already
right.
seen
So
how
like,
he's
well,
got.
the Impulse had quite a few penalties as well, so they might both lose out to Jacob. Or even to Matt.
Yeah.
Or even Combat. I don't know. See how it goes. I'm sticking with Red Panda though, regardless of his corner interpretations. That's the only thing I have to say for a straight corner cut is that some of the corners are inconsistent. Not just this track, but just as a whole. You know, you'll cut half a corner off, doesn't care, then another corner you'll run half centimetre over a curb, and then it gives you penalties. So it can be very difficult to know which curves, which corners give what penalties. When you're not used to it. It's a bit confusing sometimes. You thought they would know by now. Combat might be. Oh, come on, never mind. Just catch them to AI. So, not particularly close battles. I mean, the top 3A is the closest battle, really.
Yeah. Ali is slowly closing in, 1.4 seconds now.
And not getting penalties.
And not getting penalties.
Which makes all the difference, I think, this rate.
Oh,
Shrimps.
Oh, sorry, Shrimp's gone very wide there.
Really wide. Didn't hit the wall though.
This is going to open him up to an attack from Ali now. It's going to be out of DRS from Red Panda.
How much ERS does he have? Well, he's got a lot more ERS than Ali does though. Still, I think he's going to get nibbled. Ali's only got ERS and low though, he's not pushing it. So that just wants the line wait or just waiting until there's DRS.
Might be trying to save up his ERS battery.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, it looks like he's keeps knocking it down into low or off, so he's biding his time. Jeff will have probably told them in radio that everyone else has got a zillion penalties.
Jeff automatically tells you if the car behind has a penalty, but you've got to request if the car in front has a penalty.
That is true. I think in a race like this, though, it would be a question of just assuming that everyone else has got penalties. And then hoping for the best when you cross the line. So 2/3 of the way through the race, 12 laps to go. Still fairly close field though, I mean, given that. It's not too many big gaps. The biggest gap is between Combat and Sea Carrot, 12 seconds. Matt still on those hard tyres, as well as Sea Carrots. Both Red Bulls doing a long stint. And speaking of which, what is it with me tonight? I keep predicting the future. And he goes on to soft tyres.
Softs.
No surprise. So we'll be going to the end on those. Plenty of grip. Combat zooms past, but
for how long?
No, well, not long because he's on used soft tyres. He's gonna have to pit again. So Combat's essentially irrelevant in this fight. So is Sea Carrot. So I think, especially with the penalty. So I'm assuming Matt will probably get back 6th fairly easily, especially with the new rubber. Zoom ahead.
He does have a few penalties.
Ali has pitted. Okay, so that'll be his second stop. The soft tyres, I assume. Yep. Nice clean stop. So now we see the difference, I say, between the people doing the 1 stop and the 2 stops. Which is the first of the 2 stoppers to stop. Maybe trying an undercut. Whether that works or not, we'll see. He was pretty close to Shrimp and Red Panda though, so could help him, could not help him, we'll see. Sea Carrot is pitting as well.
the soft tyre does feel like the far superior tyre, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's possibly, 2 compounds softer than the medium.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel a lot nicer to drive the track with the soft tyres, I'll admit. But they just don't last, so you can't do the whole race in them anyway. Combat's pitting as well now. So I'm expecting the lead cars to stop.
As they both come in.
Yep. Are they going to get a penalty? Nope. Good start. So where's Ali going to come out in relation to them? Let's see. Where Panda goes. Shrimp. Shrimp has the 5 seconds.
Shrimp's got his 5
so.
second penalty.
Rip him. So where's Red Panda going to come out? Is Ali going to get past or not? Where is Ali?
Oh, you think with the 5 second penalty he should. There he goes.
So Shrimp has got overtaken, but Red Panda is still 3 seconds or so up the road. Interesting. 2.5 seconds. Fastest lap from Matt, no surprise. So Impulse is on the hard tyres. Used hard tyres, so Impulse and Jacob will go into the end, I assume. And so is Skins. So I think that's probably the pit stop's done for everyone. In theory, anyway.
Well, Panda, Ali, and Shrimp are really going to need to get a move on to get those guys on those hards.
Yeah, so if they're not pitting again. If it's not pitting again, he said they're going to have to actually overtake them on track. 4.7, 2.5, that's the gap to watch out for. So Ali is looking good though as a whole because he's got way less penalties than everyone else, I'm pretty sure, so he could definitely, I mean, he's definitely in a shot for a podium, that's for sure. I think of the top 4, Impulse has the most penalties, I believe.
Yeah.
So he might get relegated quite a long way down, possibly if he's not. He's unlucky. So the gap is already dropping between Red Panda and Jacob. Just another penalty for good measure.
And Red Panda, no. Really didn't need that.
So Mikau asking who's the driver of the day so far. I don't know.
Well, we don't have the penalty list in front of us, so we can't tell you right now.
Yeah, I guess. Just see who gets the next penalty.
Probably be Ali.
Yeah, I was thinking possibly that. I guess we'll see who gets the least penalties in a race, but yeah, I would say probably Ali, I would agree with that.
Red Panda sets another fastest lap.
Reaver asking to see the race director is a joke. Let's see, do you want to see the incidents? I'll just keep holding it. That's a lot of corner cuts and penalties. Just go back the other way just for... Yep, there's quite a few penalties, not gonna lie.
Red Panda closing up to the back of Jacob now. 1.1, 1.0, 8 tenths.
Okay, so Jacob must have made a mistake, but he was 4 seconds before. So down to
I think that's just the pace difference of the two, to be honest.
Yeah, possibly. Oh, so yeah, but he's on hards and softs.
Impulse is still 5 seconds, and Ali's gap to Red Panda is still about 3. So, yeah, it's just the difference in the compounds.
Jacob is going to get gobbled up. Gobble, 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 gobble. Sail past. Make sure you don't hit each other. Power versus Fry Power.
B team there not really wanting to give up that place. Oh, sorry, sister team, as they call them.
Same. Dun. Yep, pretty much.
Now Red Panda starts to close in on Impulse.
I'm interested to see also how
Although
fast...
he's probably already in front of him.
Yeah. Interested to see also how fast Ali can catch up to Jacob. 3.5 seconds gap.
And Shrimp gets another penalty.
Red Panda already pulled almost 2-second gap to Jacob in the space of a lap.
5 laps remaining. So while Red Panda closes in on Impulse, Ali closes in on Jacob.
Yep.
And Shrimp slowly closing in on Ali.
Everyone's constituting together. I think they're all pretty much in there. Yeah, I suppose, yes, apart from Jacob and Impulse, they're all on soft tyres, pretty much all the top 6, so I would assume things will be dropping quite quickly. It's not dropping as fast as I thought it would initially be, though. It is coming down the gaps, but not as fast as I thought it might have done. But
yeah.
Maybe they've taken a bit too much out of the softs initially, maybe, so...
Very possible.
About the same gap between Impulse and Red Panda as Jacob and Ali now. Roughly. Well, it's
Shrimp right on the back of Ali now.
Yeah, it's true also that obviously on a track if it's got lots of long straights is not as bad for worn tyres. Or new tyres, depending on which you look at it. The worst is always like the slow wiggles, sweeping corners that destroys the tyres and makes it painfully difficult to get any time out of them. They say Shrimp has caught up big time at the back of Ali, so maybe he knows the number of penalties he's got, he's trying to catch up.
Possibly.
2 seconds between Impulse and Red Panda now. Two seconds between Ali and Jacob, and only half a second between Ali and Shrimp. Oh, Shrimp goes deep again. Lost him a few tenths. Ooh, that was very close, isn't it? He lost some bit of time. 1.8 seconds between Impulse and Red Panda. Be getting closer.
3 laps left.
Yeah, I mean, this rate he's probably maybe caught him by the end of the next lap, possibly into DRS zone. Maybe with a, I mean, if he's going to overtake him, we'll be looking at literally like last lap, I suspect.
Yeah.
Same for Ali on Jacob. Though he has caught up a bit faster in this lap, it looks like, than previous laps, so it's a lot closer. He might actually even get a shot this in this lap. Well, he's definitely going to get DRS either way.
Are we going to have a repeat of Brazil?
That would be spicy, that's for sure. You go DRS, but he's not going to be overtaking him this lap. So one more lap, I reckon.
Yep. Well, he's running low on ERS battery, so
another penalty.
Let's see, Carrot.
Shrimp has got past Ali. And the main straight.
This Red Panda has to wait a bit longer.
CK has pitted again, interestingly. Maybe he wants fastest lap.
Possibly. Maybe because he knows Skins is left. He's got that gap behind him.
Possibly. Shrimp is all over Jacob. Red Panda is going to be all over Horse as well. I'm pretty sure Impulse has way more penalties.
On Red Panda.
Here he goes. Very wide. Bit of a ding dong.
Oh, they touch. They touch again. It's a drag race down to the next corner.
Brazil flashbacks. Chops back.
Goes to the undercut.
Gets past.
And he makes it stick.
Shrimp, meanwhile, has got past Jacob as well. So Ali is now behind Jacob. So he's going to be wanting to try and get past. Although I suspect it's here on penalties. I'm not sure who's going to win, but a bit more than a lap, I'll find out who will have won on penalties. It's going to be Penalty Central. So she should be renamed the Penalty GP, I think. Because that's all that what it really is.
Yep. As they start their final lap. I think
with Red
Impulse
Panda,
too far back.
Red Panda in the lead. Interesting, Ali's dropped back a bit, so it looks like he can't quite. Maybe he is tired of shot, but he's not gaining on Jake as much as I thought he'd be. It's also possible he might just know that he'll probably win on penalties or something, so he's maybe not pushing as hard as yours, possibly, or
Maybe
sure.
You don't want him to be too far up the road.
Sure. Coming to the last sector now for both Ferraris. Red Panda will be looking at crossing the line first. And this is now when the fun starts. Who gets the most penalties? So Red Panda crosses the line. 10 seconds of penalties pretty much for Impulse. So what about Shrimp? Where's Shrimp at?
Shrimp stays third. Ali up into second place.
Interesting. So it didn't have as many
Jacob
points as I thought.
fifth.
Comes across the line. Some bounces for him. Sea Carrot combatants. The last two.
It was a good drive from Matt.
Yeah, on those long stint on the Haas and then the soft tyres.
On a default setup.
Yep. What position did Combat finishing 9th.
Wow, 8th.
Yeah, I don't know, did it say 9th? Oh no, but I suppose was that
Because
counting skins? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still counting skins. Two throwers on podium, we don't see that often these days at Cough Golf. No one ran on the podium, to be fair.
That is true.
Let's see. There's the penalties. 3, 12, 9, 11, 15.
Yes,
6,
Red
3, 9,
Panda.
9. Quite a lot of penalties. Looks like who got the most penalties? It looks like it might have been
Matt.
Matt gets the most penalties, and Ali is the only one who does not get a penalty.
Yeah. So the top 3 were Red Panda, Ali, and Impulse. Shrimp missing out there. Jacob and Matt.
Just as a joke for people to have a look at this again.
Yeah.
That's all the warnings and penalties. It's quite busy.
Indeed.
Anyway, that was the stream for this race. So thanks for watching. Or I guess driver of the day. I guess probably Ali. I suppose he's the only one who didn't get a penalty.
And on the podium.
Yeah, indeed. So we'll catch you for the next race, which is Kota, isn't it?
Yes.
So, see you next week.
We've got the F2s on the
Friday
Friday
as well. Yep.
Yep.
So we'll catch everyone next stream. So hope you enjoyed it. See ya.
Yep. See you then.